Alright, hey guys, so welcome to the JB's Nature Walk. Real quick guys, I've started a new Patreon page. So by becoming a new member today guys, you can receive new releases of my video before I post it on YouTube, and I include a link below the description of this video. Alright guys, let's get to the video. Hey guys, you can also support me by buying my books, Nature Inspiration and Nature Inspiration Prints. These are inspirational quote books featuring my nature and wild photography, and they're in a link below the description of this video. You can also support me by buying my prints on my website, beautiful nature and wild photography of different subjects, and I've included a link below the description of this video. Let's get to it guys. Alright, hey guys, so welcome to the JB's Nature Walk. Today I am doing something a little bit differently. So I don't typically do videos in my own place, but I want to do a, basically the theme of today is my best Osprey shots of 2023. That's basically going to be the title of the video. And I want to just, before I show you guys the pictures, I want to show you the equipment I use. And I'm gonna show you the lens that I use. I should probably do like a part 2 as well. Because I'm gonna show you why. So this is my brand new, got this like a couple of years ago. But the pictures that you're gonna see on the screen in a few minutes, I got most of them, not all of them. I'm gonna show you the other one I use. Most of them with my 150 to 600 millimeter lens. So basically, a 600 millimeter lens is 600 feet. So the pictures that you see on my Instagram page, guys, this is the lens that I use. Sigma contemporary lens. It's good for portraits, but not so much for nature and wildlife photography. A lot of shallow depth of field, and it's hard to really focus on fast-moving subjects like birds with this lens. But this brand also has a I forget the name for it. Sports, yes, sports. As you guys can see, this says C right here for contemporary, so it's contemporary. So like it says for portraits and stuff like that. It's good for that, but you can challenge yourself and you can get some good, if you know how to use the lens well, you can get some good wildlife images like the ones I have. So yes, this is the lens. It's autofocus, so it's really good with focusing on a subject right in front of you. The catch is it can't be too close. So it needs to be at a certain distance where I can actually focus on the animal that I'm photographing. If it's too close, it's too blurry and I can't get anything. But yes, this is the lens that I use mostly. Now before I got this lens, I was using a manual lens. I'll show you that. So I put this thing down. Now this is my manual lens I have not used in a while. What's that? Yeah, I have not used it in a minute. Put some tape on there and all that. Let me take this part off. Alright, so this is the manual. This is what I was using. You guys would not believe that I got some good shots. This is a manual 500 millimeter lens. So basically, the one lens I just showed you, when you press the shutter button on your camera, the lens automatically focuses on the subject. But with this lens, it's the complete opposite. When you push the shutter button, you're supposed to be taking a picture when you're using this lens. You have to manually use this focus ring. So you got to manually focus. Instead of the lens doesn't work for you, focusing on the subject, you have to manually do it. Turn the focus wheel, and then you take a picture when you press the shutter button on the camera. So it's a lot harder. A lot of people are not able to pull that off. So it takes a lot of skill to do that, but I got some good shots with that. Now I'm not going to show you pictures that I've taken with this lens. I can probably get a separate video for that, but I'm doing, so basically I just want to show you like Osprey shots that I've taken this year that I'm taking with the other lens I have, right? The 500mm lens. But I can probably do a part 2 actually, you know? So I got some good shots with a manual lens. Oh yeah, I should probably do a video on that. Another time, right? Another time. I just want to, you know, show you guys which my equipment is. Try to close this thing up. Yeah, I got some good shots this year of Ospreys. I got some really good ones. And there is one picture I want to show you that I got from last year. I don't want to overlook. I just want to show you guys basically. It's going to be on the screen. All right, this is my old Canon EOS Rebel TTY. So this is the granddaddy that I'm using to get my bird pictures and just everything that I'm photographing basically. That's what you guys are seeing on my Instagram page and Facebook. Yeah, I still use this old lens. It works still. Like I said, it doesn't matter how old your lens is or how old your camera is. It just depends on the photographer. If you're really skilled at what you do and you know your equipment, you can get anything. Doesn't matter what subject it is, it just depends on the photographer. This is what I use. But yes, I just want to show you the equipment I use to get my bird pictures. And what really got me started into birds is, well, you guessed it, my binoculars. This is what got me started, period. Because I wasn't always so interested in photographing birds. I was just interested in viewing them with my binoculars. So it took me a while to stray away from my binoculars and really get focused in with my camera and just, when I see a bird, I can just photograph it. I don't want it to look at it. I can look at it, but I can also photograph it too. So this is my first pair of binoculars. This is what I really got started with when I got into my life journey of birds. So yes, all lenses, right? This is the lens, the lenses, camera lenses, all this stuff. This is gonna be like a unique episode of JV's Nature Walk because I don't really get personal, or we get personal. I don't really show you guys, you know, different aspects of my life like this, let alone inside my place. But I just want to show you the equipment, and you know, it's getting colder now in Maryland, so it is, fall is here now. It's weird that it's gonna be a little bit warmer, but as we get deeper into fall, it's gonna get colder. So yeah guys, I had to show you the lenses, my camera gear and all this. Something I just thought about too. You don't see too many indigenous men like me who actually do nature and wild photography, right? I always thought that was an interesting question, you know, because when I was younger, when I first got into this, I said like 11 or 12, I was looking for people who look like me, right? Who knew about, not so much about photography but I always wanted to find people who looked like me who knew about nature or had appreciation for nature and all that stuff. I couldn't find those people, right? So I had to like trade my own path, pave my own way, basically. I didn't have a teacher, I didn't have a mentor. So what I'm showing you guys on the screen, like you look at my social media pages and all this stuff, right, YouTube, that's all me. There's no mentor, there's no, there's no guidance, there's nothing. I'm all that basically. I had to learn all that on my own. So as I'm showing you guys like the benefits of nature, the benefits of bird watching and nature walks, like that's all me. I learned all that on my own. I didn't have a teacher to teach me all that stuff. So there was always a saying, if you want to see change in the world that you live in, you have to be that change, especially if you don't see it. And you want to see people who are inspiring and motivating other people to change and make positive impacts. If you don't see that happening, you're gonna have to do it, right? So, yeah. But yeah, I'm a unique being. But yeah, not too many indigenous men like me look just like me, right? not see them doing this. Like, yeah, that is something maybe we should do, like the discussion, you know, just probably talk about it. But the fact that you're seeing me doing this, yeah, this is a rare treat, not just for you guys, but it's also for me, because this is what I've been wanting to see. But since I don't see this happening, I'm gonna have to project that it's not even an idea, but and not even an image, but just projecting and showing you guys that people who look like me, who have a passion and love for nature and animals, we're out here. At least I'm out here. I don't know about anybody else. And I'm going to show you guys that we were always here. That we weren't just new age of people who just, you know, just popped out of nowhere. We didn't have any interest. We didn't know anything about this stuff. We were always here. But I say it's my responsibility now to show you guys that, you know, there's people out there who look like me, and we're out here, and we're definitely into nature and photography and just anything outdoors, basically. I just want that, bring that to you guys' awareness. But yeah, guys, that can be definitely a topic of discussion, you know. That's always been in my mind. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely want to, yeah, if we could talk about that, you know. That's something that's been on my mind for a while now. All right, guys, so basically in a minute now, after I'm gonna end this video, you guys are gonna see, I'm probably just gonna show you guys pictures that I have, all Osprey shots I got this year with the autofocus 150 to 600 meter lens. You guys are gonna see that in a minute. Just gonna put them on the screen for you guys, and we can I'm just gonna be talking about each one, and just maybe talk about the story behind it and just why I like the picture so much. And yeah, that'll be the video basically. So this is definitely a unique video. I'm definitely interested in doing more videos like this. But this idea was on my mind for a while, so we're gonna definitely come up with some more ideas and share with you guys, and just get the ball rolling here. All right, guys. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna show you some pictures on my computer screen, and yeah, we're just gonna talk and have fun. All right, guys. See you guys later. Hey guys, so here is the first image. This is one of the first few images I actually got of the Osprey this year. So this is actually one of my favorite ones. You can see from this image that in its talons it has a half-eaten fish, and this is a male adult osprey. Males are usually pale below, like just completely pale without any specklings and all that under, like on their breasts and their parts. Females have like a heavy bearing bib basically on their breasts. So females usually have like a heavy bib of breasts on their parts, and males are pure white. In North America, though, the osprey is a lot larger, the subspecies. But if you go out to Australia, it's all usually both sexes are pale completely. But the females will still have a little bit of specklings on them. Yeah, so this is one of my favorite images I got this year. It's interesting how it's got something like I nailed it, where they got a fish in his talon. It's pretty cool. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. All right, so I think I got this on the same day. It's not. You can tell this is different from the other one, because you see like a heavy. That's what I'm saying. A heavy bib. It's like a nice V-shaped bib. Okay, this is a female, and I got her. I guess I'm not sure what she was doing, but I just got her overhead. I love the lighting. Love the blue sky. I really love. You can just tell how close I was, right? I don't chase these birds. These birds come to me. I just position myself in a way where I know I can get some good photography, especially bird in flight photography. And you can see the nice, beautiful yellow color to the eyes there. When they're younger, their eyes are orange. So yeah, this is definitely early shot, guys. Like early in the spring, I think around March, I got those two images there. You guys are about to see the next one. I'm gonna have to be quick with this, guys, because I have like quite a few images on here. All right, so this is the male again. It might have been the same male I first showed you guys, the first picture. It might be, I'm not sure. But I usually focus on a Pacific pair, and I got all these images from Marshy Point Nature Center. So this is another classic shot of a male. Where you see there's no bib like you saw in the other one. The previous image, yeah, the heavy bib is female, and the pale below is male. But yeah, nice classic, beautiful white underparts, and you see the carpal patches at the wrist. Those are the large black bearing on the wrist. That's the carpal patch that this bird has. Yeah, you can just tell like. Oh yeah, so I got all these images. I guess I already told you guys this from that 150 to 600 meter lens. This lens produces really good quality images. Specifically, if you want to go out early in the morning, you can get some gnarly shots. If you go out with the perfect lighting condition, you can get amazing stuff. Now this is my very first perching shot. I don't typically get too many perching picture opportunities. So I was so blessed and happy that I was able to get this bird perching. And you can tell this is a female because she has the heavy bib. Females have a heavy bearing on their breasts. It's probably just because I think when they start nesting, they need to match the bark coloration of the nesting material. And the females are larger too, so yeah. I know there's a reason why the females have bearing on their chest. It's probably something to do with the nesting behavior. Yeah, so yeah, I rarely get opportunities to get ospreys perching. I'm always getting them when they're in the air. But this is actually my first time, you know. I think last year I actually got an osprey perching. But I don't get them often. It's rare when I get those opportunities. So I had to feature that in this video. I'm kind of like educating you guys on which one's male, which one's female. And it's pretty cool. Alright, now this one's a tight crop here, guys. But I was able to pull it off where I got the whole bird in the frame and it's going completely left on me. So I get pictures like this every year where I just kind of like push that shutter button at the right time, and then it makes for a unique photograph. When I look at the image, it's like, wow, this bird is so left or it's so right. And this one is tack sharp. This is like one of my favorite images, very tack sharp image. And it's like, you know what, I have to edit this. I have to post it on Instagram, IG, all that stuff. And by the way, guys, all of my images that you're seeing are definitely on the, I'm not sure all of them are on the website, but some of them are on the website for prints, so you can definitely buy some. Get your prints today, guys. Yeah, this is my favorite. As you guys can probably tell, this is a female because of the bearing on the breast there. Since females have the bearing on the breast. I can probably quiz you guys at this point. You guys should know by now. And I'm giving you guys like the difference between subspecies and different areas and all that. Yeah, the ones in North America are larger than the ones in the southern hemisphere. Just a heads up. Okay, this is another one. I think this was the same one I got. Well, actually, I'm not sure if it was the same one or not. But this is the half-eaten fish, and this is the male, the father. And I love the direct eye contact. Like after he ate half of the fish, I guess they had to eat some breakfast. Like, let me eat some of this before I transport it to the female and the chicks. And by the way, they raised 3 chicks, by the way. They all successfully left the nest and everything. So they did a really good job rearing those chicks this year. But yeah, I love the direct eye contact, man. That's what got me the most. Every year I always get a picture of an osprey giving me direct eye contact. And it just never gets old to me. Like, and it's always in the air. It's always flying. It's never just perching or anything like that. It's always in the air. It is interesting that I actually got a picture of it with his fish in his talons, and it's looking right at me. So I get really close to these guys, or they get close to me, and I just kind of sit and wait and allow them to come to me. Alright, now here's my absolute favorite. Now look at this, the same bird, but the way I shot or the way I photographed this bird. This osprey actually gave me a heads up. It was making a lot of calls before I actually witnessed it. So it gave me some time, like at least a minute or so. And I was positioning myself to get my camera ready and get my lens ready, just get my settings and myself ready. And yeah, once it revealed itself to me, I got ready and I got my camera ready, and I just pointed upwards. And I was just waiting. It was like diving, not at me, but it was so close though, right? And you're gonna see in a minute. I got another image where you're gonna see how close I was. Like the fish in its talons, half-eaten fish, and it's diving at me. It's doing like pot hooks in the air. So basically, it would dive and then pull up and dive and pull up and dive. But it did that like 3 times. So it was doing like pull hooks right over my head, and it had a fish, half-eaten fish in its talons. So I was at the right time, the right place. This is like actually my favorite image. Oh, I love this one, guys. This is what I was talking about. You see how close I was. This is you see the half-eaten fish up close now. It's flying literally right over my head, and this was after it did the pot hooks, and then it just flew over my head, and that was I think the last shot I got before it went to the nest, because it's so close right over me. Just love the detail, love how close I was. I couldn't get the whole bird in the frame. I like pictures like this where I can't get the whole bird in the frame, so you know how close I was. Because this lens, this 600-meter lens, can only zoom out 600 feet. If it's closer than that, this is what happens. It either gets blurry or I just can't get the whole animal in the frame or the bird in the frame. So, yeah, guys, I've been very blessed this year to get some gnarly osprey shots. I do it every year. I looked over from last year pictures. I did a really good job, actually. I might have to do a separate video for that, but I just want to specifically focus on the ospreys I got from this year. Alright, so here is my pride and joy. So this is my absolute favorite image. I mean, out of all the pictures I just showed you, this is my favorite one. Now, I like simple soaring shots like this. This is a female, by the way, with the bib and all that. I love the fully spread out wings and the perfectly fan out tail. To me, this is a perfect in-flight image of the osprey. This is a hard shot for me to get, even though I see them flying like this all the time. To get and capture it on camera is very hard. I'm very technical and I'm very picky when it comes to how I photograph birds of prey. But this is the shots that I'm looking for. I'm looking for simple soaring shots like this. It's soaring in circles, wheeling right over my head, and I love the fully spread out wings and a perfectly fan out tail. Just very simple. I don't want nothing complicated like you saw earlier. All those other images are very complicated images to get, but this is to me is more complicated because it's very hard to get. And this was happening right over my head. There were 2 of them flying right over my head, just like this. Alright, now I did a little bonus. Now this was actually from last year. This is a juvenile female. The reason I know that is because, first of all, you got that bib, and then juveniles, like you saw the other osprey videos I got, that all of them were adults, and they had a yellow eye, or yellow cereal, right? Yellow eye color. Yellows are adults. The orange eye colors are juveniles. So this one's freshly fresh from the nest. This was actually from last year, but I wanted to. This is one of my favorites from last year, though. But I just had to add that because I got this from this lens. I just love how close I was. The juveniles will allow you to get some gnarly up close shots because they're still learning how to fly and all that, so they don't know how to, fly in a way where it's like, okay, I'm too close to this person. They're kind of clumsy in the air, so they'll allow you to get some nice practice shots, practice ones. This is actually the last image, and I actually did not edit all the images from ospreys this year. I just did what I did, but it's going to be months until I actually get through all that. Alright guys, so that is it, and I'll catch you guys next time.